Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. So today, just got another little quick news video for you guys. Articles pop up, and I got a report on them. But before we jump to that, if you're new here, as always, my name is Chrono. I primarily cover PSO2 content. Would much appreciate a subscribe as we're going towards that 10K mark, hopefully, by the end of this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So by now, you're probably tired of seeing this site, to be perfectly honest. I'm not. This is where I get all my information. This is how I make a lot of my videos. So this is totally fine by me. But in case you're curious, why are you reading this to me? Tons of people don't actually look at the site, check out this information, or even care to do so. They just open my videos and let me talk to them about what they should be paying attention to. And I appreciate all of you guys if that's the case. But we're just gonna be covering some of these articles in case you're curious of a TLDR. We've got a couple of things here coming up. They're on screen right here for you. I'm not gonna read them to you. If you want to get a TLDR, at the very least, you could look at the video for a second. Thank you for anyone who has me on a second monitor, who just looked over and was just listening and wants a TLDR and ready to click off to the next video. But I appreciate you guys. Toss a like on the video. It'd be awesome. All right, so we got a couple of things here. First and foremost, we have a PlayNGS Ultra Build Up Battle Power campaign. Pretty wild. Didn't see this one coming. It might have been in the headline, and I probably missed. To be honest, I didn't see a few things coming, like the whole AC scratch thing. I kind of missed that until I realized it was in the headline. So I had to double check my information there and make sure I was like, oh, this came out of nowhere. No, they told us ahead of time. So there's a good chance this also been there as well. But I haven't had my coffee. I'm a little too tired to start researching things in the morning right now. So let's just assume that I missed it. But we've got, up to 100 free draws, maximize your battle power, and a one-time only 500 AC premium set away. So they took away the other premium set, but they gave us a 500 AC for, I mean, I think this was cheaper anyway. Like, I think that was like 900 for 30 days. This one's 500 for 30 days. So like, I guess it's not a bad thing, right? Correct me if I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure that was the case. So we've got some things in the campaign list: Head Start, 10 a day free SG scratch, supplementary support campaign, treasure scratch boost campaign, one time only fabulous premium set awaits. Now this says it was on the 1st that it started, so it started yesterday. Interesting. Did I just miss that? Maybe I didn't see the scratch. Maybe it's only for brand new players. We'll have to double check in game. So up to 100 free scratches, enjoy 10 a day free scratch any day you like until it runs out. As of PSO2 specs that haven't been received a revival, and other ultra rare avatar items included in this scratch ticket. And it has an ending date of to be determined. So this is like from now onward until you get 100. So it's 100. It'd be nice if it was just 10 every single day. That'd be super sick, indefinitely. But they do cap it at 100, meaning that if you miss one day, you can just scratch the next day and keep on going past that normal time frame. So if it's 10 days normally, for you it'd be on the 11th day if you missed a day, or the 12th if you missed two, so on and so forth. Enhancement support campaign. This one is exciting. So we have a boost that is going to increase the enhanced success rate by 90%, which is very nice. That means we're going to have enhanced. Wait, isn't this great? Is this supposed to be great enhancement success rates? I'm gonna double check this. This says just enhancement success rate by 90%, which seems a bit wild. But we'll double check this in game in just a moment. Augment success rate plus 5%. Preset skill enhanced success rate plus 5%. Wish I would have had this when I was making my armors, but we'll take advantage of that, making some armors a little bit later. Making some higher fixes. Limit break and Meseta discount 50% off, should have been 75. Unlock potentials 50% off, should have been 75. Multi weapons 50% off, should have been 75. All these should be permanent. Way too expensive. Treasure scratch. So from the 18th, so this isn't yet, this is going to be coming. From the 18th until the 1st of next month, we will have the treasure scratch show back up again. It's going to be giving us double urgent quests. So you have twice the urgent. I mean, this probably was going to be announced. This is in a very weird spot, right? Like some of these things are probably going to be announced in the headline. But since the headline isn't until tomorrow, like we hear about this here and it's a little bit less exciting. I don't know. It's a weird place to be in. But we have the double urgent quest, reduced experience, reduce HP by 30%, and of course treasure scratch items. This just makes it very much worth doing your urgent quests whenever you're online, just so you can get as many treasure scratch tickets as you can to keep pulling on the treasure scratch as long as you're actively playing. We also have a boost campaign that's going on from the 22nd until the 1st. That is just boost all quests by 100% rare drop rate. pretty solid if you need to farm any money or if you're trying to farm for a specific item. And then of course the one time only premium set for 30 days, 500 AC. So I guess it's like they had to get rid of the other one because there were two one-time onlys. The other one was more expensive. So in case you're waiting for a sale on premium, well, here is your sale. Go ahead and grab it. You've got your 1 month for 500 AC. That's $5 when it is usually 1,500, I believe. Again, I'm going to double check that in game, but yeah, I haven't bought premium in a long time. You're going to have to forgive me on that one. All right, so we also have some August account suspensions, actually fairly low, lower than I've ever seen before. 103 cases, 31 RMT related cases. Is that the game is dying? Is that they've stopped people from doing these things? Is that people are afraid? Who knows, man? Who knows? Either way, 103 cases, 31 RMT related. This is why I tell you guys always, 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 always. If you see someone that is, AFKing, if someone is just generally being a nuisance to the community or generally being a problem in the community, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely report them. They do get onto a list of people that get reported. They do cycle these people out once every couple of months. Granted, it's not always the best experience for the players themselves, but this is how you combat bot cases. And this is not specific to SEGA. This is how it's done across the board in most cases. And it tends to be the most effective, unfortunately. Until we get in-game moderation, like consistent in-game moderation to take care of some situations like that, this is going to be the way that they combat it. And this is how it's going to happen in most cases. But yeah, it also includes accounts that have been temporarily suspended for inappropriate behavior such as idling. Look at that. There it is. AFKing. Shouldn't be AFKing, dude. We just went over a bunch of that in a stream we had the other day. People AFKing in combat zones. And poorly, might I add. If you're AFKing in a combat zone and you're still moving around, you're not even gone. You're just lazy. I don't know why people think, I mean, you can be very lazy. You can just play Waker and hold the button down and be very, I'm not gonna say effective, but more effective than just standing around if you're actually gonna be there. But people choose to like still be near their computer and walk over towards PSE bursts and then still be paying attention enough to see a PSE burst and walk over towards that one. It seems very silly and a waste of time. Whole point of AFKing is to be able to walk away from the computer, in my opinion. Unscheduled maintenance announced. So we have an unscheduled maintenance announced. That's going to be 10 p.m. for me, 7 p.m. Pacific. So we have an issue with the get 100 million experience ticket, and it looks like there's some what is the word? Where is it? There's a discrepancy in the number of tickets between players who got it before and got it after, and apparently got it twice or something like that. So they're giving everyone two. So if you got one before but didn't get one after, if you got one after and didn't get one before, or if you happen to get two, they're making sure everyone ends up with two. So it's basically, yeah, I'm gonna read through this, make sure. Furthermore, we understand that there will be a discrepancy in the number of EXP 100 million obtained by players who were logged in before the start of the maintenance on the 28th, and those who are not, and will be distributing the following items to those who fulfill the task conditions to ensure that everyone receives 2 and 100 million experience tickets each. So that's gonna be 200 million experience. Very, very pog. This will be distributed. It says distribution schedule. I can't read today, apparently. Mid-October. So not sure why it's written this way. It's very strange, but it is what it is. And the last thing we have is the headline. The headline is tomorrow. As far as headline thoughts, to be perfectly honest, don't really have a whole lot. I'm gonna pull up the roadmap and see what we have on the horizon. All right, so as far as the roadmap is considered, looks like we'll be taking a look at the second half of this. So we have Alio, we got Luciel Exploration expansion, Nameless City expansion. Looks like we're looking at Ordinal Tower and ultra high difficulty party quest. I didn't realize, ooh, that, oh, hold on. This month might be gas coming up. We might be seeing some pretty interesting stuff between these two right here. I mean, these are kind of whatever, right? Like we got Alio, Crimson Realm, Limited Quest, that's pretty standard. We got the Mars, we got Shangri-La Frontier. Anime based on a shonen manga. I'm interested to see what that's going to be too. But Ordinal Tower expansion, I'm not holding my breath for Ordinal Tower. They've done Ordinal Tower once and it wasn't really great. I'm hoping they kind of learn from that, you know, what Ordinal Tower was. It was fun to go through the first time, but that was it. It was just the first time. Anytime afterwards was kind of just meh, to be really honest. The rewards were kind of meh. The actual quest itself was kind of meh. it was repeated over and over again the same way each time. And I've said this beforehand, but for a lot of these quests to be interesting, they need to have some bit of randomness put into them to really make them enjoyable. I know some people are like, oh, with random and speedrunning is terrible. No, I love my speedrunners. I love you guys to death. Absolutely 100%. But like, for there to be some form of like interesting interaction, we have to stray away from the consistency in a lot of cases. We have a lot of RNG in our gearing, but not a lot in like the questing variety. To be honest, it needs to be flipped on its head as far as I'm concerned. Some of our best quests we've ever had in Phantasy Star games have all been more, I don't want to say procedurally generated, but had more elements of randomness from quest to quest. And it's from quest to quest, not daily, not weekly, but from quest to quest. So really hope to see something like that pop up in Ornal Tower. The ultra high difficulty party quest is interesting. I'm thinking it's probably just rank 2 of Dalian, just because I don't see it anywhere else. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be rank 2 of Dalian. Yes, it's ultra high difficulty party quest. It doesn't say new difficulty to an existing party quest, but like I feel like that just makes the most sense. So those are my predictions as far as what we're gonna be seeing here. I don't know what they're gonna do with this collab, to be perfectly honest. I have no idea whatsoever. I wouldn't have expected Eminence and Shadow. I wouldn't have expected Shangri-La Frontier. So I have no idea where they're gonna go in the route for anime based on shonen manga. The last two have they've hit. A few of them beforehand, their collabs have not been the best, but the last two have hit pretty well. So I'm excited to see where they're gonna go with this one here. And just to go ahead and confirm, there's our 10 a day free. We can take a look at the prize list. And it's got some pretty decent stuff up here. I just throw this in the trash. Like, why have Master LCS? I beg of you, please throw that away. And then we could take a look at some of the rewards. Okay, hold on. This is actually not too bad. Mostly accessories, a lot of base game accessories, but to be honest, a lot of players didn't play back in base, so the ability to get a hold of some of these outfits, I know some people really want to. Also, star gems, interesting. Oh no, they don't have star gems on them. Oh, they took them off. That's kind of lame. Oh, with some of the outerwear, you could wear them, and over time, you would unlock the star gem on the item itself, and then be able to retain it. Holy crap, this thing is huge. I'm just realizing how much is in here. There's a lot of old fashioned in here. Oh my god, like there is a lot of old fashioned, like a ton. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. That's very cool. A lot of the stuff is like old SG scratch items. So I mean, if you were someone who missed out on a lot of this stuff, let's see. Oh, hold on, there's some camos in here too. So what's this? No, those are just old. Those are camos. Those are current camo stuff. Oh, there are old SG stuff from NGS. So it's the return to some other SG stuff from NGS is what it's looking like. Yeah, you can see the camos from the kids in Kavaris. I'm trying to see how far does this. Oh, old motions. Folded arms is back. Signature pose is back. Tai Chi is back. Floating is back. Model poses are back. Hands behind back, reading. Yeah, a lot of these things that we had very early on, it seems to be coming back around. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that's interesting. Yeah, all of our old camos as well. So for people who didn't have have a chance to get these camos, these are all here available. It's very interesting. Now these, yeah, I was gonna say these usually there's a 10 a days don't have like a free, or a prize section from which you pull, so it's interesting to see that. But that's pretty freaking cool. And just to do our final due diligence, premium is usually 1,300, not 1,500. So 13 bucks, and this is going to be $5 one time. So yeah, it's less than, that's over half of a discount. That's pretty crazy. Definitely worth getting if you're someone who gets premium. And people have asked me multiple times, if I'm going to spend money in this game, what's worth the most? It's always premium. Like, premium is probably the best bang for your buck when it comes to money, as long as you're actively playing the game. If not, then I would say probably invest in whatever the current collaboration scratch is, and then hoard all those items for, I don't know, a couple of months, and they tend to go up in price quite a bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to keep up with more. As always, thank you to the channel members. You guys are fantastic, and I appreciate every single one of you. And at the end of these videos, we do a question of the video or question of the day. Today's question of the day is as follows. So We have a lot of idols in the game currently that are weapon specific or weapon based. What do you guys think the next weapon idol is going to be? What do you guys want to see most of? I know myself personally, I'm a soaring blades guy, so of course I want to see a soaring blade idol, a soaring blade dash. We've been seeing what we had we got the gunner one most recently. We got the rifle one a little while back. Actually, I know a good friend of mine named NKP. He actually has the combination of the two of them put together, which looks really, really cool. Actually, if you combine the gunner or the pistol one as well as the rifle one together, it looks really, really dope. But what do you guys actually want to see? I know if someone says katana, I'm gonna be like, bruh, I'm gonna lose it because there's two katana ones at this point, and Wakers have 3 different idols. So I know you guys are like, yo, give us more camos. I know you guys are like, hey, give us more of this. But like, listen, you guys have your idols. You have 3 of them. Let us get some other stuff. What do you guys think the next one's gonna be? I'm thinking probably something like, I mean, I want it to be soaring blades, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like rod related, like forest related or something along those lines. Something caster-esque where you're like floating around and stuff like that. I think it'd be kind of dope. But yeah, what do you guys think? Oh, and what are your predictions for the headline? What do you guys think is going to come around? I'm pretty sure I know exactly how this is going to go, because I don't think there's a whole lot that's really interesting that's left for us for this coming month, but we'll have to see when it comes around. Either way, thanks for enjoying, friends. Take care. Peace out.